It's nonsense, but that is pertinent, Matt. The Sombra is an option for the Hangzhou Spark, although we've seen Godspeed go more towards the Zaya as of late. So-Min Su, we know he's a man of many skills, and the Sombra is potentially part of them. I wonder if Vancouver have started to go in that direction. Right now, this is very stock standard. Neither team opting for Sombra early at all.
No, and I don't think you will until like a team loses a few fights, and then I really think the Spark would be the first team to bring it out. It's like Kushui goes down there for a second, they're able to keep him up.
Vancouver are trading really well. I mean, getting Rhea's mech there is pretty massive. IDK is going to go down now. And all Bumper had to do, swing the hammer a couple times, rely on his healers, and the peel from So-Min Su. Look at this, he just spends his entire round at 50 health.
But you just can't back down and let Bumper do whatever he wants. Like, oh, he wants to back up, that's fine. He backs up, nobody punishes him.
He's done double the damage of Gushue, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he goes forward, he swings, nobody punishes him. Like, you can't allow him to just kind of walk around the map, do whatever he pleases.
He already has an Earth Shatter coming up into this fight, which is just absurd. The Hangzhou Spark now, I mean, what do? They try and approach the point. Bumper's already dropped down here, so again, he's trying to bait in the Spark. Say, hey, come jump on me. I have Shatter if you ignore me. I'm going to shatter you. If you don't, I'm going to shatter you anyway. And he does drop it. Bebe and Adora both get caught by that. Bebe has the Transcendence, but Rhea's mech's out of the picture. There's no point using it. You have to save these ultimates now. Yep. Bebe knows it.
That'll be a one fight for Vancouver Titans. A nice bump back there of Godspeed back towards the team, so you finish him off, not let him leave with some charge, but already up to 50% in counting on the boy. I mean, Gushue still does not have a Shatter. I mean, it's just, like watch how they play around Bumper. Like, I feel like teams, like, going up against Vancouver is like, all right, no, we need to take advantage of Bumper's over-aggression. They never punish him. Like, I feel like, you know, you almost have to give up, like, if you give up your main tank in the equation for it, like, it's a worthy trade.
He's not even really feeding, though, this game. Notice his positioning, he's actually playing behind the pillar, so he's breaking line of sight until he's ready to come forward. Rhea goes for a defensive self-destruct here, right side of the point. It doesn't really seem to bother the Titans at all, though, as they maneuver around that main pillar, blocking damage. And now they have a defensive self-destruct of their own. Note that those aren't being used so much anymore to get kills, but to protect the team from the advance of their opponents. Gushue gets himself a sound barrier. He went for the Earth Shatter, and Bumpers finally has been felled. Janu now desuited, and Hangzhou Spark are on the fast track to winning a team fight, but it had to be here. The Vancouver Titans are already at 95%.
Yeah, at the cost of what, though? Winning this team fight. Great, they win the team fight. Vancouver's going to come back with Rally and a Shatter, and most likely win the next one. And then they would end up taking the point. It's like, you needed to, you know, at least leave that fight with something. Vancouver does a nice job, you know, playing the long game. The Spark have to invest into the fight, or else the point's just lost, so.
Now the Titans will come forward. Gushue takes a bit of a hit on the high ground. Rhea playing back, but Bumper knows that's a free Shatter, and Adora was off on the side. Bumper's just clipped him with the cone of effect with that Earth Shatter, and that is about as free as a Brigitte kill is gonna be. Adora did not expect that. Bumper's able to get the kill. By the way, still staying alive long enough for the rest of his team to collapse. This is what the Vancouver Titans do best, man. And that's a Transcendence, a very sad one at that. Godspeed to be kept alive, but So-Min Su will just Graviton Surge. He'll assert his dominance, and end the round right there.
And then they lose Adora as he gets shattered by Bumper. He picks it up. And then they start to try and focus Bumper. And Rhea has to go so far out of position to try and finish the kill off onto Bumper that he ends up getting D-Mech. So what happens, Bumper picks up their Brigitte, who's close to Rally, and then effectively by just playing the position, you know, gives them the Diva as well. I mean, it's like a 2-for-1 trade. Like, you'll take that every time if you're Vancouver.
You have to take those, especially when Gushue is just not there at all. The Titans played it differently. They often had Bumper play the low ground, even when they controlled the point. He voluntarily jumped off that platform. Well, here's a situation where playing the low ground is probably going to lose your team the fight, so I don't think Bumper will be jumping down the hole in the middle of the map here. University it is.
You know, Bumper may just drop down there, go back to spawn, switch to Hangzhou, play around a bit.
I'm okay with it. Set a Wrecking Ball Hangzhou comp again, it'll be fun. Apparently, yeah, Hurek is the best Hangzhou on the team.
they almost boot Bumper into the hole there.
Yeah, he's very low, so that shield's out. Just a little bit too much damage. I think the Titans needed just a little bit more time to pressure the Spark out. Again, if you're weaving in a lot of those hammer swings while you're trying to be shielding, sometimes you will just get discorded. There'll be enough of a window for the enemy's end to stick that orb on you, and then you're taking a ton of damage from fire strikes.
I mean, it was good shield usage though by Gushue. Like Bumper was using the shield to try and get close and close the gap, and his shield was broken by the time he even got across. So that's how they were able to get that kill pretty early.
Just with very low bumpers, just not going to stop for anyone. It has to be a Transcendence. Bebe knows the deal by now. Rhea, though, is lost before. Bebe was able to get there and heal him up. Bumper was traded out here. Gushue's shield is broken, though. This is where Solminsu really starts to get to flex a little bit more. Gushue's trying to back away. There's no running from this one. This guy is like a hurricane. Bebe's going to have to sit in the back corner and throw some orbs in, but the rest of his team just got absolutely eviscerated.
Solminsu, we talked about him during stage 1 a lot. It's like potentially up there as like one of the best Zaryas, if not the best. Stage 2, his stats fell off a little bit. Getting off to a good start this match though. I mean, the 74% average energy has not died yet. Getting the ult a little bit faster than Godsby is, I know Zarya is still a huge factor in this mirror matchup in terms of damage.
Graviton Surge working a treat in the previous fight, and hey, 2 main support ultimates for the Vancouver Titans. You have to be feeling good about that one. Gushue has a Discord orb on him right now, so he'll just shield up here, and notice he won't swing for a little bit. He'll get bubbled, and then he'll put his shield straight back up. He does not want a Zen to stick him with a Discord orb. It also means he can't really trade damage with Bumper very effectively. Godspeed just gets picked off.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's trying to like make a play on the left-hand side of the map and potentially try and get around and get a grab off, and he just gets stunned and blown up rather quickly. So, and this time allows Solminsu to build up towards another grab. It allows Hacksaw to get a rally. Like, you cannot make these type of mistakes against Vancouver.
And they will punish you the further ahead they get. That's enough time for them now for Solminsu to get back his Graviton Surge. So that was the only real ultimate they used prior. Grav, all right, actually gets him up against the wall. Gushue on the other side, Bebe there, but getting IDK is enough. There's no speed boost anymore available. There's no sound barrier for the Spark, and losing Bebe immediately after, they can't run away from this. So Vancouver Titans just, re-up their ultimate reserves.
And look how close they're going to play this here.
Yeah, why not? There's no reason not to.
I mean, you're not scared of anything. I mean, right now, Bumper's at like 4,400 damage to Gushue's 2,900.
Bumper could just hide around a corner and hope the Hangzhou Spark just desperately run at the point here. They're actually going to be very tight on time. Godspeed might just have to trigger overtime here. No, it's Gushue that'll do it. Okay, needs to be a big grab here from Godspeed. That's one thing that Titans don't have.
Gushue's down the hole.
Yeah. And still, Bumper doesn't go for it though.
He's trying to line one up.
He's made his way around the left-hand side. I think Bumper might be worried about getting shattered from his right, or your left, from Gushue's perspective.
Gushue's down the hole again.
There it is! Godspeed! Knocked to the ground. He had the Graviton Surge, and now it's a matter of getting rid of him, but the Transcendence had to be pulled out at that time. Gusue returns to the fight again. This time, very indignant. He lets an Earth Shatter go pretty much straight away and almost gets knocked down the pit once more. That would have been 3 from 3. Rhea sends a mech down, but the Graviton Surge connects, and everybody is caught together. Rhea realizes there is no way he's getting out of this one. Not even with warp thrusters can he escape the Vancouver.